Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. I missed my blue chair. Did you guys miss the blue chair? I missed the blue chair. I'm happy to be back in the blue chair. This thing's like my muse. And you may notice that it has different surroundings now than it used to, and that's part of why I've been smiling so much for the past few weeks. So today we are going to be going over, on that topic, this piece of news that keeps showing up in my Discord saying a TikToker is mortified after a New York City landlord raises her rat-infested apartment rent by $800. And she's got the shocked face over there, and apparently they went that much because, in quotes, that's what the apartment's worth. And now this is something that I'm very familiar with. I'm sorry to disappoint you cat lovers out there. I didn't get Mr. Clinton because I was a lover of cats. I got Mr. Clinton because I was a hater of mice. If there's something crawling around in my apartment, it had better be something that I named and that I welcomed in there, which is why I have Mr. Clinton. And Mr. Clinton has done an amazing job over the past 13 years. He actually just turned 13, that little shit, at making sure there are never mice in my home. And the one time a mouse was stupid enough to enter my home with Mr. Clinton in it, he just ripped off its face and everything and just made sure that they never came back again. Now, again, this is something that I'm used to. I'm kind of familiar with the low quality New York City real estate at this particular point. So she goes over what this looked like in this TikTok that apparently went viral that I will play over here for you. If I can figure out how to make it go full screen. Here we go. And here we go.
We're increasing your rent $700 a month because it's what the apartment's worth. 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 It's what the apartment. Hi, Grace. We're increasing.
Now, here's the thing to understand about this. You may think that's disgusting. You may think the apartment can't be worth $800 more. Well, somebody's willing to pay for it. And that's part of the problem, my friends, is that somebody else is willing to pay for it. You see, with the commercial real estate market, what drove me nuts is that when I would show you all of these empty spaces, which I've gone over many times on this YouTube channel, the thing is with all the empty spaces that you would see, these were empty spaces that nobody would rent for years and years and years on end. So it was very, very confusing when I would see this retail space for lease sign, and this stuff would be here for like 2 or 3 or 5 or 8 years, and nobody would rent it. The place clearly wasn't worth that much because nobody rented it. When it comes to residential spaces, however, it is a much different story. You have people entering bidding wars for apartments that look like that. So unfortunately, that landlord is actually correct. That apartment is worth $800 more, and he knows that because somebody's lining up to pay $800 more for that, happy to fix the flooding, happy to get rid of the rats and the roaches and everything else so that they could call that their home for probably $4,000 or $5,000 a month, or whatever the fuck else New York City wants at this particular point in time. Now, there's one thing that you can do to fight back. There's one thing you could do that I encourage you all to do. If you think that that's bullshit, if you think that it is not worth that much, you cannot pay for it. And you can leave. No, really, it's great. I'm serious. Like, I got 4,000 square feet for close to what I was paying before for a studio apartment in a not a particularly great neighborhood. And again, I got a smile on my face every single day. I'm happy. This is one of my personal favorite videos. I posted on my community page. I watch this every now and then when I like think maybe I made the wrong decision. So I was trying to pay a fine a year ago. I don't think I should have got to begin with, whatever. I was trying to pay a fine. And it was almost impossible to do so because New York City had no way to actually take my money. And they were sending me notices about this. And the notices that they sent me, it was funny. It was like they took a piece of paper and they scanned it, and then they turned it to a JPEG, to a GIF, to a JPEG at 40% quality, then back to a GIF, then to a JPEG, then tilted it, then printed that, scanned it crooked, and then sent it to me, which is absolutely funny. They gave me a URL on a piece of paper that doesn't even work, that's not even functional. It's just, listen, you want to keep living in clown world? Absolutely, you do you, but it is worth it. It's worth it because you're willing to pay for it, and it's not going to stop being worth it until you're willing to stop paying for it. So that's the question that I would have for you. That is the question that I would have for this particular person. Trina, are you willing to continue paying for it? If you are, it's worth it. If you're not, the rest of the country would likely welcome you with open arms. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'm actually going to be at a career fair tomorrow for anybody who is at University of Texas in Austin, and we're also going to be going to a career fair around Rice University this coming Wednesday, and there's going to be another one, I believe, in Dallas on Friday. I am excited. We got a lot of work to do, a lot of stuff that we're going to try to get done. I'm going to post a couple of links in the description down below, just a couple of things that, just small things we're jotting down, small ideas, things that we want to work on here, social media programs, this, that, and the other, and it would be cool to find people that are interested in getting involved. And I hope to be meeting more of you in the Texas area. That's it for today. And as always, hope you learned something. I feel like I'm smiling more here than I was back there. I hope that continues. I really do. Anyway, see you all in the next video. Bye now.